It is great to have you back here at CoinSuri's channel. Does XRP's recent precipitous price decline, more than 7 cents in an hour, indicate that the cryptocurrency is now fighting price manipulation? Could the $800 billion worth of XRP and other cryptocurrency assets be released via the Flare network? I am inquiring about this because my employer, a software company based in Kenya, pays for environmental insurance through Ripple's recently launched CBC platform. Lastly, the approved language by the SEC is quite nebulous and could do harm. When discussing XRP or any other token, will the agency try to classify Bitcoin, the most valuable cryptocurrency in the world, as a security? Keep watching this new video all the way to the end if you're interested in learning more. Greetings, everybody. I pray today is wonderful for everyone. The most recent events in the cryptocurrency industry have me here to fill you in on the details, especially as they pertain to XRP. In providing an update to a previous study, the experts emphasized this price drop. Not long ago, Greg pointed out a descending channel to us. It was his prediction last month that XRP will retest the 4-hour chart's top trend line now that it has broken out of the channel. He went on to say that this dip might be good news since it could cause an inverse head and shoulders pattern to arise. An inverted head and shoulders pattern, in layman's terms, has often been indicated by a downtrend reversal and a change in momentum from negative to bullish since November 24. Initial section Greg began keeping tabs on the possible development of the projected decline in activity on December 3, when it first manifested. The 59-cent support level was a great bulwark for XRP, even though it couldn't retest the upper trend line of the falling channel. The decline in price caused the inverse head and shoulders pattern to appear. Greg remains confident that XRP may continue its upward trend by overcoming the 62-cent resistance level, regardless of the news. Based on the bullish structure, the analyst set goals of 73 and 70 cents for XRP. However, in his most recent study, Greg found that the asset's price had dropped significantly. Consistent with the consensus within the XRP community, the experts have attributed the fall to price manipulation, drawing attention to the peculiar 4-hour candlestick drinks claim. To everyone's surprise, the vast majority of community members have fiercely denied that these ideas are propagated by firms trying to take advantage of XRP's low pricing or manipulate its value. A decrease in price is the result of ongoing manipulation. They claim that this price suppression is to blame for XRP's recent underperformance, which includes a 30% increase in value, despite the fact that it has obtained legal clarity, in comparison to its value before July 13. The cryptocurrency has also been unable to profit from the current market upturn, which has seen Bitcoin return $44,000. Although XRP has climbed, the fact that it is still below 65 cents is concerning. Most members of the XRP community don't buy into these beliefs, but Greg's most recent disclosure gives them more credibility. However, XRP Doji fell 7.5 cents in an hour, from 63 cents to 59 cents, due to yesterday's unexpected price slump. In its pursuit of the 64 cents necessary to reclaim 60 cents and resume its ascent to 64 cents, the asset eventually fell below 60 cents. It ran into resistance quickly, but eventually recovered the 63 cents region. At its current price of 61 cents, the asset's value has decreased by 0.27. Actually, it's battling for a steady price above 62 cents. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. Get the inside scoop on everything that's happening on J.R. Kennedy's show by signing up for his newsletter. Kennedy Ngong, CEO and founder of an IT firm based in Nairobi, was interviewed by Stephen Dickens on a recent episode of the Future in Group podcast. I emphasized throughout our conversation that supplying ecological data to blockchain systems is the company's primary objective. In fact, they entered their blockchain Oracle service Block Beamer into the 2023 CBDC Innovation Challenge that was hosted by Ripple. In this way, it augments the blockchain with data about the environment. Attributes such as vegetation cover, wildfire frequency, and rainfall volume are needed to fuel parametric insurance applications such as climate insurance. Access to ecological data stored on the blockchain is the primary goal of the company's solution. which targets institutional clients such as banks, insurance businesses, microfinance institutions, and microinsurance groups. The Ripple CBDC platform is vital for bringing this blockchain-based solution to risk-averse organizations. You may remember that Ripple was the pioneer in providing the CBDC platform, a tool that financial institutions and governments can use to launch their own digital currencies, to the general public. A number of central banks and corporate financial institutions have shown interest in the platform since its launch. At least 30 nations might benefit from the technology, and some are currently utilizing it, such as Polo, according to the research. An interview that recently appeared on emphasized the significance of CBDCs in lending support to environmental and humanitarian concerns, adding weight to the argument for their adoption. And the fastest system can release $800 billion worth of cryptocurrency, that was just posted by Flare Network. If the Flare Network team is to be believed, this approach will enable smart contract capabilities for cryptocurrency projects like as XRP that currently lack it. Public blockchain assets are now worth a whopping $1 trillion, as demonstrated in the accompanying video, to your tweet. Tokens from blockchains that aren't smart contract compatible account for more than 70% of that value. Meanwhile, smart contracts are essential for dApps, decentralized apps, to operate. Flare Labs introduced the Facet system to fix the issue that was described earlier. It should be noted that the Facet technology allows for the use of non-smart contract currencies in dApps, such as XRP, Bitcoin, and Dogecoin. For the Flare network, these non-smart contract tokens will be issued on the Facets platform. Because of this, users can take part in decentralized finance, which opens up a world of unrealized potential in addition to the financial rewards. Cost and Testnet is now hosting the Flare's private beta. No longer is the Facet technique limited to the Flare network. Layer Cake enables the minted tokens to be bridged to other networks as well. Unlike previous wrapped assets systems for non-smart contract coins, the underlying Flare team that stands out the quickest is trustless. The proclamation states that smart contract and token users are independent of any third party. The system is said to be independent of third parties because it uses Flare's inherent data collection standards, according to the developers. In order to validate trustless transactions on the underlying chain, Austerity used the state connector. Flare Time Series Oracle offers decentralized price feeds. An additional asset can be either the original token of the underlying asset, a stable coin, or wrapped Ethereum. Independent actors streamline minting and redemption processes, according to the panel. Fastest could be used in Rebellion or to connect to other chains. And what about Bitcoin, the most valuable cryptocurrency in the world? Is the SEC considering labeling it? As ERC-20 coins, they make facets on the Flare network. Subscribe to our channel and enable notifications for extra safety. Sign up for our news notifications if you want to be the first to know when there's any new information about XRP in relation to the possibility that the US SEC would classify Bitcoin as a security. BlackRock updated its SEC filing not long ago, including more details about the asset management company's efforts to comply with anti-money laundering regulations and to track anomalous price fluctuations, as attorney John Denton remembered. Joe Carlos, a market analyst and a supporter for Bitcoin, gave his response. The SEC has requested that BlackRock include the following word in its single filing for its potential exchange-traded fund spot BTC, security term. Coursera included a document he had written to voice his worries about the SEC possibly labeling Bitcoin as a security in the tweet. According to the document, if the SEC or state securities regulator were to take enforcement action, claiming that Bitcoin is a security, or if a court were to rule in that way, it would have an immediate and detrimental effect on the market value of Bitcoin and the shares. Attorney Deaton rebutted by pointing out that the SEC's discussion of XRP and other cryptocurrencies used exceedingly broad and potentially harmful wording. Many disregarded his prior assertions that every coin was in jeopardy due to his fear that the SEC will label Bitcoin as a security. In addition, he maintained that Bitcoin was not a security, even though high-ranking SEC officials, such as Chairman Gary Gensler, had said otherwise. Note that Gensler has been quite vocal about his belief that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency asset that does not face regulation from the SEC. However, the Ripple case attorneys representing the commission maintain that the regulator has not officially stanced on Ethereum or Bitcoin at this time. Former SEC Director Bill Heinemann followed a similar line of reasoning when he determined that Ethereum and Bitcoin were not securities. Furthermore, Attorney Deaton confessed to engaging in confirmation bias and maintaining the belief that the SEC will accept Bitcoin proponents' arguments, irrespective of their absurdity, as put out by Michael Saylor and Warren. While savers were demanding that the SEC deactivate Ethereum and Ripple for securities fraud, Saylor foretold last year that the SEC would activate Bitcoin and designate it as a security. In response to Bitcoin proponents' concerns that the SEC may change its mind and label the most valuable cryptocurrency as a security, his reply echoes Deaton's warning. The significance of CBDCs in developing Web 3.0 apps was brought to light by Gage, which ultimately led to a hybrid solution that benefited businesses and relief organizations that aid people impacted by climate change. Details the function of the Shumba network as it pertains to their parametric insurance policy. The ecological data collection capabilities of the Shama Oracle have made it highly popular. The data is derived from satellites operated by agencies such as the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the European Space Agency. We use geospatial science and machine learning to decipher this data. Data is usually sent from the Shama Oracle to activate blockchain apps and smart contracts, and the parametric insurance solution accesses this data for the purpose of making insurance judgments. Smart contracts are set to release CBDC assets when it detects droughts and other climate disasters. Thanks to the region's digital payment providers integrating CBDCs, this method improves accessibility and effectively pays those who are impacted. GANS has been clean about the fact that they are building their app on the Ripple EVM sidechain and have also included an offering feature to let people purchase with local currencies. The vital contact with the Ripple CBDC platform allows the smart contracts that enable their solution to hold the CBDCs that are disseminated on the main network. Watch the video till you're satisfied. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Catch you later, farewell.